Long ago, when peace still reigned over the Gaia continent, whispers of a dark power began to stir. In the once thriving cities of Catan, Horizon, Loxi, and Rondo, ordinary folk were suddenly besieged by fanatical warriors, the remnants of an ancient forbidden faith. It was here that our hero's journey began. Tasked by local guild officials, the heroes set out to clear these areas of the relentless fanatics, who not only terrorized the people, but hinted at a greater, ominous resurgence. After vanquishing the initial groups at Lake Messi near Catan, along with similar struggles in Horizon, Loxi, and Rondo, the hero's deeds caught the attention of higher powers. Summoned by Light Pope Lucian at the imposing Templar headquarters, our champion was entrusted with a new, graver mission to uncover the dark truth behind these fanatic uprisings. In hushed tones and solemn commands, the Pope and his trusted instructors, among them the wise instructor Bansky and the formidable Heinkel Walker, revealed that the fanatics were not mere rebels, but worshippers of an entity thought long defeated, the Witch.
30 years ago, a war was waged to protect the peace of this continent. The forces of light succeeded in hunting down the Witch, and the legend of the heroes of that war is known to everybody. However, even now, the remnants of the Witch's vile fanatics still remain here and harass the weak. So it is now time for our forces to destroy the fanatics and bring peace once again. And on this day, another legend will be born here on this battlefield, and every one of you here will be remembered forever in our history. For the peace of the continent. We are in an urgent situation. I'm receiving countless messages about the Witch and the massive number of fanatic troops. I'm afraid the Gaia continent will be drenched with blood once again. But that's why we've been maintaining this Witch subjugation force. I'm going to officially issue an order to sweep out the fanatics all around the continent. And I order you to go to the Ivory Tower now to defeat the fanatics there.
Haunted by legends of a great evil that once plunged the world into chaos, the hero learned that the Witch, an enigmatic figure whose power was both seductive and terrible, had been slain decades ago. Yet now, through forbidden rituals and sinister magic, her shadow was creeping back. Venturing to cursed sites like Sarag ruins and the eerie experimental magic field, the hero encountered haunting traces of her influence. Here, amidst cryptic messages and arcane puzzles, where even the very ground whispered of despair, he faced trials that tested not only his strength, but also his wisdom and resolve. As the darkness deepened, the hero was drawn into a labyrinthine sequence of challenges beneath the Templar headquarters, an area known as the Vault of Lies. There he battled through ambushes, solved perplexing puzzles marked by mysterious coordinates, and navigated treacherous corridors filled with corrupted magic. The journey led him to confront powerful foes, and eventually to the fabled pyre site, where the legend of hero Hector was reborn. Hector, once the slayer of the Witch, now loomed as both an adversary and a mentor in spirit, with hints that only he could wield the sacred sword of the Holy Soul, a weapon of divine light said to be the sole bane of the Witch. The hero's destiny was sealed.
30 years ago, Hector owned a pure white sword. The sword was the finest sword ever created, and it was called the Sword of the Holy Soul. The sword is one of the sacred treasures of Brighton, and it's the only weapon that can harm the Witch. As a pope, I've been keeping the sword under my protection.
At last, fate brought the champion to the dead spirit's altar, a foreboding place where the Witch herself had returned. Here, amid swirling mists and the anguished cries of tormented souls, the resurrected Witch, shrouded in dark energy and bolstered by her minions, awaited her final reckoning. Summoning every ounce of courage and drawing upon the divine power of the sacred sword, the hero engaged in a titanic battle. It was a clash of light against overwhelming darkness, a struggle that echoed through the very fabric of the world. In a moment of blinding brilliance, the hero struck down the Witch, her malevolent aura dissipating as the forces of light reclaimed their dominion. With her defeat, the unyielding fanatic legions were scattered, and balance was restored, if only for a time. The hero's triumph was not merely a personal victory, but a promise of hope for all the oppressed villages of the Gaia continent. Thus, from the humble beginnings of local skirmishes to the epic showdown at the altar of lost spirits, the Witch Hunt questline told the story of a champion's rise, a journey marked by sacrifice, mystery, and an unwavering resolve to protect the light from the encroaching darkness. Even as the land began to heal, the echoes of the witch's legacy served as a reminder that evil, though defeated, could one day stir again, calling for new heroes to take up the mantle.